Check 1 2 1 2. Hey, listen to me. Nobody, not a soul, not anybody that has ever done anything has ever said with sincerity it was easy. And if they have, listen to me when I tell you, it's never going to be easy. The easiest things are always the most difficult to pull off. I take that back. The easiest looking things, the things and performances and accomplishments that look easy, are the hardest to pull off simply because of all the baggage prior to that point. All the baggage prior to being in the flow to perform those things at excellent levels. And listen, this is not just for you that's listening to this video, this is for me as well. I mean, you think it was easy for George Washington to cross the Delaware? For him to take his whole army across the Delaware with infinite possibilities at the palm of his hand, with not only his reputation and his life at the palm of his hand with that decision, but with everything that entailed that moment, it could never have been easy. It looks easy in the posters and the paintings and the pictures of him standing formidably ready to cross the Delaware. It looks easy, it looks grand, it looks amazing, it looks grandiose. But it wasn't easy. I mean, you think it was easy, and it has been easy for Tom Brady to win 7 Super Bowl rings. If you don't like football, I apologize, but you must know who Tom Brady is. Tom Brady is the most, how can I say, overachieving athlete that has ever existed. You look at this guy without a shirt. He's got what most people would call a dad bod. I mean, he's not ripped. He's not incredibly athletic looking. He might not even have a six pack. But his mere will to win day in and day out. If you haven't heard the interviews, if you haven't seen or read the interviews, this guy from day one was at the facility training before anyone, hours and hours before anyone showed up at the facility. His preparation got him ready for the moments when everything was on the line. He had already envisioned and played out these plays and performances hundreds of times. You see, I always tell my people, I always tell my friends, I always tell people that I feel that might need a guiding word, because I say these things for myself as well. I always tell them, and I believe it, and I will believe it till the end of my dying days. Hard work, focused in the right direction, will always beat talent. Will always beat lazy talent. I always believe that, and I will always believe that. And nobody said it's easy. Nobody said it's easy. And mainly I'm making this video because for weeks I was preparing, strategizing, trying to word the right pitch for a raise at my job. I had been aiming for $50K a year, which I know is a measly, paltry sum to a lot of you. So at this point, you can either listen or just laugh. I don't care. I have to get this on video. So I had been preparing, wording my sentences in my mind, playing out the scene. When it got to the point, I was thrown a couple of obstacles that I didn't see coming, and I didn't prepare for them. I wasn't prepared for them. And I flailed. My pitch only got halfway there. I didn't get a no. I didn't get a definitive no. But like some of my mentors say, make sure that if you're going to ask for something, that if you're going to beg for something, that if you need something, you're talking to the decision makers, that you're talking to the deciding voice, that you're talking to the person that has the final say. Because otherwise, you might have just swung and flailed and gone all out, only to be told you're facing a wall. So, nobody said it's easy. I was pissed off for hours, pissed off at myself, because who else could I be pissed off at? You know? I asked for guidance from the big guy above. He gave it to me. And in that moment, I lacked the cojones to take it further and push back and break that wall down, because I spoke to a person that wasn't the decision maker. But because I took this person's feelings into consideration, I didn't want to break through the wall like the Kool-Aid man. And listen, I'm drinking all the Kool-Aid there is when it comes to brainwashing myself and telling myself I am great, I am able, I am capable, and I am a person and a being that can give a lot. So just remember, nobody said it was going to be easy. So don't expect it to be.